Hi, this video will introduce you to using Sketchup's 3D warehouse. A link to this video, other Sketchup tutorial type videos, and various other woodworking posts can be found at woodworkingwithago.com. Now let's switch to another screen. Okay, let's start by drawing a rectangle like so. Notice I like starting with a 2D image, and I'm using the front view here. Now let's switch to ISO, and let's convert this to a 3D image. Let's click on push pull, click on our rectangle, and then convert it to a 3D image like so, and click OK. And so now let's assume this is a tabletop, and so now regarding our legs, we can either draw legs ourselves, or we can go to the 3D warehouse and look to see if there are any legs there we would be interested in. To access the 3D warehouse, go here to File, click on File, go down to 3D Warehouse, then come over and click on Get Models. Let's make this full screen, and then you see you got a search window here. So I'm going to enter furniture legs and click on search, and as you can see, you got multiple pages of legs to choose from. Let's take a look at this leg here. Alright, I like what I see here, so I'm going to download this model. Next, you're asked, do you want to load this directly into your Google SketchUp model, and I am going to answer yes. Now the leg appears in your open window of your file, and you can place it anywhere you want. Let's place it right here for the time being. And now next, let's move this leg and place it on our tabletop. So click on move and click on the end point of the leg like so. Okay, that's not working, so let's rotate the tabletop. Let's go over to orbit. Okay, let's move this tabletop around. Move it like so. Okay, now let's go back to the move command. Click on move and click on this endpoint, and then come down like so and click on the corner of the table like so. Now we're still in the move command, and so click on the control key on the keyboard, that's the CTRL key. You see a little plus up here. Now click on this endpoint of the leg, and that moves a copy as you drag it, and I'm going to place it right there on the end. Let's hit the we're still in move, so hit the control key, keyboard key again, grab that endpoint, place it at that endpoint. Now to place this leg, I'm going to rotate the leg around, so go back to the orbit command. Okay, go back and click on the move command and click on the control key on the keyboard. See your plus again. Grab that endpoint, bring it over, click, and there's your tabletop with 4 legs. And click on orbit, You can move it around, look at it. Okay. So now let's click on select, click out here. Now before closing, I'd also like to address resizing the leg. If the leg is, say, longer than you want the leg to be, or maybe it's not long enough, or whatever object you've downloaded, if you need to resize it, let's go over how you go about that. So first let's make a copy of one of the current legs. So we're going to click on this leg here. But tell you what, before we do that, let's get some measurements on this leg. So let's click on the tape measure, come over here, click on that point. Okay, so that side of the leg is 5 inches, and this side of the leg is 5 inches, and the length of the leg is 35.5 inches. Okay, so now let's go back, click, let's select this leg, and then we'll click on move, and also hit the control key on the keyboard to make a copy of this leg that's highlighted in blue. And let's move it over to here like so. And click, place it there. Now to resize this leg, you use the scale command. This command right here. So click on that icon. Then you notice that little green cubes appear around your highlighted object, and these are called grips. And to resize the this leg here uniformly, you need to grab one of the corner grips. And I'm going to grab this one, and then you can, if you drag away from the leg gets larger. If you drag towards the center of the leg gets smaller. Now let's say you want to make the leg half its existing size. To do that, you can, what I like to do is, if you look down at the bottom right of the screen, you'll see a window, and next to it the verbiage scale. So at the keyboard, enter 0.5, and then you see that appears in the window down at the bottom right, and then hit enter, and you can see the size of your leg has reduced in size. Now let's click on select, and let's see, let's make this a little larger so we can see a little easier. Now let's click on tape, click here. Okay, now whereas that was 5, now it's 2.5, so it's been reduced by half. And the same over here, it went from 5 to 2.5. And the length, whereas it was 35.5, now it's 17 3/4, so it's been reduced by half also. So that's how you use the 3D warehouse and how you go about resizing objects. I hope you found this tutorial useful. Thanks for watching, and take care.